Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it's time to play. We're back in Captain of Industry. Let's get cracking. We have an issue right now with our maintenance. That's the biggest problem. Diesel has gone down quite a bit too. Hopefully, let's see what's missing over here. Is it crude oil? I have pipes that are paused. Don't remember doing that, but I must have. That's our problem right there. Let's see, should be our problem. Make sure these guys... Yeah, there. I see the crude oil flowing now. Our cargo ship is what? Doing a little bit of unloading from its last tank. I think a pipe being paused was our issue. Yeah, it looks like we're starting to refine. That's all good. Yeah, we want to fill these tanks. I might throw a boost on these, or at least one set. Let's do that. Can you dish out enough steam? 48. You need 6. You need... yeah, hardly anything. Let's boost a couple of these. See if we can't get our diesel back up to snuff. We've been having power issues due to not having enough coal miners. I threw a bunch of trucks. Now this coal is full. So I think once we get a full belt going, we're not going to have problems. Let's see. Most of this... we got a couple gaps. I think we're going to be okay. We'll keep an eye on it. I think we're going to be okay. So last episode at the end, we were talking about copper production, and I've gone back and forth. We put copper smelting kind of over here near our eastern big, huge copper resource. We never really did much with this thing. And then we have 2 copper lines over here. But this mine is kind of... it's hard to go full bore on it because I've been afraid of flooding it. I already did flood it once. So we talked about rubber production, and we ran a fuel line over here all the way out to this side of the island. So aside from being able to refuel vehicles and stuff and have fuel over here, we were thinking, well, we could do our rubber production out here using this diesel and some coal. In fact, we have the coal belt too, ready to do rubber production. Smelt some copper, make electronics, and send them back. Then we thought about how rubber production is much more efficient, or seems much more efficient, using this sulfur byproduct that we're getting from our oil refinery. And we have a surplus of it. We've been making a ton of rubber. In fact, I've been selling off rubber, trading it for wood, because we have so much and we're making it pretty quickly. So I thought, oh, well, maybe we could belt this sulfur all the way to the other side of the island. And then we can use the sulfur in the fuel to make rubber. And not worry about coal. And then we could also use that sulfur mixed with water to create acid and do the kind of improved copper smelting process. So why don't we belt sulfur over here, and then we can move the completed electronics parts made from the rubber and the copper, belt those back. Well, between episodes, I'm thinking maybe we should just send the copper ore over here. As odd as that sounds, if we just sent copper ore from this new huge deposit that's going to last forever, then we would be all set, right? We could use all our existing infrastructure, convert this over to use the acid. We have water over here. We're fine. We can make acid, change this up to use the refined copper processing process. And then the big benefit, the really big benefit to me, is the slag we'd get. So for every 24 copper ore, we're getting 12 slag. And this is an area of the island that there's not much for me to terraform down and get fill material. If we keep smelting copper over in this area, I can get a bunch of fill right where I kind of want it most. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's get on it. We're going to run a mega belt of copper ore And then we're going to maybe jostle around or reshuffle our existing excavators so we can actually get this copper mine going again. So we do have a little bit of a copper belt here. I suppose we could just tap into that. Maybe we change this up a little bit. I'm going to put a vehicle ramp. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of belt work this episode. Let's just get on it. We can start with a small ramp. Just thinking we're going to be terraforming this back quite a bit. Let's do it. Let's do it here. I'm going to tear down, possibly going to tear down some infrastructure here. We'll make use of this existing U-shaped conveyor. Not going to worry too much about getting perfect belts. I just want to get the job done. That does not want to hop over, huh? Or under. That looks better. Try and match pillars if they let us. Boom. Boom. We probably want to hug this belt. I understand that that's kind of cut off. Wondering, should we put in a big ramp here instead? Let's rethink this for a bit. Excavators could go around. We could change this up later with just a little bridge there. Let's just follow the line of the existing belts. We can fix this pipe and yeah, this squirrely pipe. Let's just fix it while we see it. Probably a tree in there at one point. Coal belt's looking saturated, so we're in good shape there. That was a concern. All right. That's our copper belt. Let's see how we can get it in here. We may need to move the slag belt down. I think that's our slag belt here. Yeah. Let's see. I want to put some storages here though. rework these slag belts. We want to move this anyway. Okay, copper, we want to hook up to there. Boom. Let's mark these as copper. Boom. We do need to rework this process, so hopefully there's room. If we have to tear this up, we'll do it. We'll do it. It's not the end of the world, but hopefully we're good. But this is the slag from both blast furnaces. Let's take off one more little nugget here, and then we'll get this routed somewhere better. We're actually not far from where we want to dump. Maybe... maybe we... let's move it. Let's move it. Let's move it. No, let's not. Let's leave it. Because we're going to want to fill in all this area too over time. And that's not a horrible spot for the slag that needs dumping. Okay, that's our slag. Keep empty. That all stays the same. We're just going to have a new supply of copper once all this is built. It's going to take a while to build. Maintenance is an issue. That's one of the reasons why we're doing this. How are we doing on copper? Let's keep these guys alive with Unity. Trucking is very busy. We're going to have to look at that. It occurs to me that these trucks are taking their dirt way over here. So I'm going to set up a new mine control tower for these guys. That's going to allow dirt. In fact, I might move this one too, since we're working in that direction. So let's put 2 new mine control towers down. One will be a designation, one will be for mining. Could maybe get by with one, but we'll do 2. This one is old. And we'll take all this. We'll make this guy. Coastal Copper Mining Crew, that's the new one. Let's give them an overlapping work area. To this guy. We can go pretty wide, actually, with these dudes. Boom. That's good. Nothing changes there. And then this one's going to be the Coastal Copper fill designation. Save. This area, we want... kind of all this. And I'm going to allow for dirt just so these guys don't have to truck it so far away. I think that's all we need to do. We need to swap the vehicles, so let's do that. 2 excavators and 7 trucks. I think we can get by with less trucks. So 2 excavators and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. Now that they're not trucking that dirt around, hopefully they'll do their thing. Coastal copper mining crew. Oh, it looks like the area, maybe I didn't do it. That's what I want. They should just hop back to work, do their thing. They're dropping their copper off here. That's not horrible, because we are going to burrow this down lower. Maintenance. Oh, man. Yeah, let's go now. How are we doing on trucking quotas? We've got 11 more we can do. Ooh, the colony is sick right now, too. Go to the vehicle depot. Oh, we've got a new excavator. We'll take it. Hopefully he can make his way all the way across the island. I'm going to queue up another 2 small excavators. Let's see. Can we add an excavator to here? Let's see if he can make it. Let's see if he can make it. He cannot. Can't reach it, right? Yeah, he cannot get there. Navigation overlay. Let's see if we can see where the problem is. It's right in front of us, right? You could go over this bridge, through here. I think you can get through there. Up, over, through there, down. Yeah, down like that guy took. And then I guess your main problem is getting back across here, right? Came through here, over, up. And then you just can't get through this area, it looks like. But once you got up here, you'd be all set. Let's solve that problem. We'll put a little ramp here. Temporary. Let's chop these guys back. Maybe from... Hate to build it right in the sand, but it's all right. Okay. Remove. Quick remove. Take that one back a little bit more. Boom, boom. Vehicle ramp. Let's go with a level 2. I'll try to get in the middle. Maybe we'll get lucky. The pipes won't be a problem. The belts will. Getting down there. Bam. And the U-shaped conveyor get down there. Not quite. It's got to come back another nugget or two. Now our truck, now our guy can make it through. Okay. Okay, good enough. Get the pipes going first and the conveyor. We need that coal supply. Not to run too dry, but we're starting to get a lot in storage, so we're in really good shape. Really good shape with that. Now in the future, trucks should be able to get up there. Excavators and the larger trucks can come up here. And then this is the part of the bridge we're hoping to preserve. Where's our terraforming guy? Oh, they're over here now. All right. Excavator, did you make it? Where are you? You're just hanging out there. Okay, you are complaining. No compatible trucks. We're going to get you a team, don't you worry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'd like to get another excavator over here too. Looks like I've got one sitting free. Let's go check and see. There he is. Let's see if this guy can make the journey. Looks like he's happily on his way. That's all good. And maintenance is a bit of a problem. This is a problem. We can unity these. Okay. All right. This guy's already assigned to a hopper here to drop off the copper ore. Repair that while I'm looking at it. But with their rock, we may want to have a hopper for that. That drops it off somewhere down here so they're not having to cart it all the way down. And then dirt too. Dirt, they're going to have to go way up to that hill. So let's put a couple hoppers down close by. There are storage containers. Do this will be rock. Maybe you run that down over to here. U-shaped conveyor. Boom. Up. Maybe a place we're going to need a bridge in the future. Let's see if I can get down here. Fill designations. I think these are all fill designations. Let's do this as well. Clear out these old ones. There's a little lump there that needs to be mined that I'm right on top of. Maybe I should move that. Okay, this is rock. And this is keep empty. Boom. Let's get this guy assigned or linked up to here for rock. And I think this one I'm actually going to speed build. I'm on a lot of construction part 2s. Oh man, that's hard to believe. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. Okay, Unity's looking pretty good. Let's make use of it till we get things back up and running here. Trucks don't care. Lab kind of would be nice to have that run. Let's steal some extra Unity while we're in this situation. We'll put on... We'll take off Food Saver. We'll do plenty of food. Let's Unity repair everything we see. That definitely doesn't need to be repaired. That's not an issue. This is backed up. That doesn't need to be repaired. That's backed up. What's going on with construction part 3s? I'm guessing it's electronics, right? Yep. It's our copper situation, which is what we're kind of working on fixing. These guys we really need to be happy. Same thing with you guys. Preemptively repair these guys like crazy. We really need their copper. That's what's hurting us right now. Oh man, can I repair farms? U-shaped conveyor is too long. What? What? U-shaped conveyor is too long. What is that all? U-shaped conveyor is too long. To make transport shorter, you can split it with a connector or a balancer. Alright, let's see. Connector would just be a little leg, right? Let's see if they'll be happy with this. Boy, that's a new one for me. U-shaped conveyor. Are you going to let me snap on? Yeah, don't ask me. That's kind of bizarre. Repair these guys. These aren't really critical, but we're gonna have a bunch of extra Unity. Assuming the captain's office has power and everything. Water's looking fine. I don't need to worry about those being off. Diesel generator, I think we can put this on. I'm going to repair it and put it on pause. We obviously don't need that. These guys too. Might repair all of them and then pause them. Okay, Unity is climbing at 2 per month. Iron looks fine. Oxygen, don't care. We have tons of steel. Rubber, don't care. We have tons of rubber. That's not our issue. Electronics we need, but yeah, it's copper. Copper, that's our problem. Here comes a bit more, and looks like there's some that's going to get ready to come out. This massive belt, that's going to take a while, right? That's going to take a while. Okay, vehicles management got researched. Good. Gives us some extra quota. Let's keep these trucks going. Right now we're reliant on this copper mine. Okay, these trucks no longer have to take their dirt halfway across the island. He should just dump both of the things here. I'm happy with that. That's fine. These guys don't need to conserve their dirt. We need fill in this area. This guy should have nobody assigned. We can get rid of it. Tree harvester is struggling. Let's give them some more to work on. Yeah, I can't quick deliver. But we are starting to get some copper ore on this big long belt. Well, help is on the way, but it's a long, slow run. It's a long, slow run. Long, slow journey. Those guys are all backed up. I don't need to worry about them too much. These guys will go. Yeah, none of that I'm too concerned about. I'm going to take the boosts off of the blocks. Even a little bit more unity to help us out. This I think I do care about. Let's at least repair one of these. Tiny bit of electronics going through. Trucking is extremely busy. I'm not sure why. I wonder if it's registering that there's a maintenance problem. Maybe there's less trucks available to do the hauling. Oh man, yeah. These guys are backed up, so they can take a rest. Not urgent. Water looks fine. That's not urgent. Power, we'll try to keep this repaired. Oh yeah, the trucking busy may have to do with the number of trucks available to actually complete this monster belt that we're building. Still got a ways to go. There's our copper. How are you guys doing? Let's keep these guys repaired. Keep these excavators moving. They're chewing into some dirt. We could give them another kind of more fruitful designation just for the time being. Let's do that. I think this will be better for them. Actually, they have that one to do. Let's get them. I think this is a little richer than what they're working on now. How's our diesel? Ooh, not good. Let's repair some of this. Tons of crude stored up. Should catch up, I think, now that we have our coal power generation going. Yeah, these guys are starting at the bottom. They should be pretty rich with copper. Plenty of trucks. Yeah, maintenance is not gonna catch up for a while because we're in the hole big time. This guy's doing vehicle parts. We could probably put a pause on this, right, until we're caught up. That way he won't be chewing up construction parts. Lab equipment, I kind of do want that to keep going if we can. So I'll let that factory keep running. I do have a whole mess of mechanical parts right here. I could, since we're in a little bit of a problem situation, do I have enough to even make this? We could run a belt here real quick. Oh, I don't have enough. Let's make that a priority. There's a chance this would do it. Construction part 2s. Could we trade for those? We just need a few. Doubt it. Doesn't look like it. No, no way for us to get construction part 2s, as far as I can tell. What we can do here is allow for... Trucks will be allowed to pick up cargo here if possible. Boom. Truck will be allowed to deliver cargo if possible. Import on. And then could we make this a high priority? Priority 3. Maybe get some trucks over here to deliver these parts. Come on, fellas. Oh man, I'm spending a lot of Unity. Look, we're down to 11. That's the lowest I've seen it. Oh man, as soon as I can quick deliver that, I think that is going to solve our maintenance issue right there once that belt gets humming along. Because we have a ton of mechanical parts. Oh, that's not what they're waiting on. Pause. 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 Yeah, that's not what they're waiting on. That's not even the right belt. We need electronics. I have those backed up too, I think. Yeah, electronics. Could throw those on. I think we're going to solve this issue on its own, but let's do this for fun. In fact, you can just... Let's get rid of the other one. May actually get us back some parts or something. Okay, these guys are trucking some. I see these factors are down, but we can do it. Getting really low on the Unity. This belt storing copper, we can pause. This belt storing electronics, we can pause. Come on, fellas. Everybody needs electronic parts. Okay, we are getting... did our coal? Did our... Not yet. We've got a lot of copper coming in. That's a good sign. So changing their designation has helped. That belt is loaded. Get this belt built, that might do it, or help a lot. We've got a bunch of electronic parts in here. This will feed pretty much everything. Our construction part 3s and 2s. And also our maintenance. So here they come. We should see this recover. We can turn these guys on. We have 17 down vehicles and 11 down machines. Just keep an eye on it. I think it's going to recover really quickly. These guys are working on maintenance. These guys are working. This guy's humming along. Still needs more parts. Do have some electronics going into the lab. I do still want to keep the lab going at least a little bit. We have a fairly good supply here to drain out. 360. Trucking is extremely busy. I think once this big belt is constructed, we're going to see that change. These guys are doing mechanical parts. We might want to keep at least one of these guys healthy. Boy, they're chewing them through them pretty quick. These are split 3 ways. Construction parts, which we need. This is going towards... What is this going towards? More construction part 2 is really, which we're starved out on. This is construction part 3 production. We could pause. We're doing pretty good on those, but we'll let it run. Like I said, I think this is going to self-correct. We're down to 9 vehicles, or 8 vehicles, 7 machines. These guys should be working full steam. Got a decent belt of copper here, full belt of copper. What we do now, down to 4 vehicles and 7 machines that are lacking maintenance. So once we're through the woods here, out of the woods here, then we'll shut off this spigot of electronic components. And hopefully now that we've got a solid stream of copper ore, these guys will be able to keep up. Oh man. Yeah, still a lot of construction projects to do. These guys are doing pretty nice, though, keeping this belt loaded. I take it back. There's some gaps here. They're still having to cart their dirt way up there, because that's the only dumping designation. I want to put another loose storage for them to do it, but I can't do that yet. That's on empty already. Good. Turns out we should probably pause these. Looks like these level 2 ones are a bit more efficient. Get more maintenance production out of each electronic component out of these 2 guys. So let's stick with those. Just about out of our Supply, 3 vehicles broken, and 6 machines. This is one we don't want broken. Kind of have the materials. Let's upgrade another one of these guys, producing electronic components for us. All right, that's the end of the supply, our emergency supply. I'm going to go ahead and just pause this. Boom. That belt's pretty much done. We will not send more into storage till we're in the clear. It's going to be a little while, but we're close. We're down to, what, 1 broken vehicle. We've got a decent stream of copper here. So hopefully our production of electronics can keep up. And we won't have too much trouble satisfying all these different production lines. Not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. All right. All right. All right. All right. How we doing on construction part 2? Are those climbing a little bit? 25. And then how's our big copper belt? Looks like the conveyor's done and we're just working on storages. And copper. Don't see it yet. Like I said, it's a long... It's a long, slow journey. Here it is. Here's our copper. So we'll have more than enough for a good long time, I think. We could even add more copper smelting to the existing smelting we have going on. These guys won't even need to be doing pure copper all the time. They hit stone. It's probably not going to be an issue. I'm going to let our trucks do all the constructing. We still have 3 vehicles down on maintenance issues. Diesel is where? Back up to where we want it. Over 4,000 units. I'm going to leave the boost on. I'm going to let Unity accrue. I may turn off the extra food edict, though. I don't really need that one on to stay positive in the Unity. There's nothing we can do out at sea on the map with our big ship. Coal. Let's go see our coal array. Slowly filling up. That's good to see. Let's see if our hopper's backed up. Ooh, it's a little. Not the end of the world. I think... Yeah, I just don't want these guys sitting still. We could upgrade this, but it's going to be a lot of construction part 2. Yeah, expensive construction part 2s. 49. And this is a belt that I think we're going to be tearing up. Although it's 49 for almost the whole journey. We could upgrade that. Let's do it. I'm willing to do it. We'll get some of the parts back if we end up trashing that belt. I think that's this whole thing, right? Yep. And then we just want to upgrade this part. But that'll fill this up faster and ensure that these guys don't back up and they can keep working pretty full speed. Pretty much full speed. That's all in the clear. don't see us venting out any water vapor, so hopefully it looks like we're going to be able to reclaim all the water. We do have to keep one of these on. These are full, though. Wonder if there's a risk of us venting out steam here. All right, we'll let that run. I think that's it. I think that's it for this episode. What do? We got our copper mine out east activated. We decided to run a huge belt of copper all the way over to the west side of the island where we're already doing some copper smelting. Like I said, we may need to augment this and make it bigger with another 2 lines or something. And we did this because sending the copper across allows us to keep the slag production out here right where we kind of want it, right? We want to fill this area in, and half of that copper that we send on the belt is going to turn into slag, right? 24 copper comes in, 12 slag comes out. We can make productive use of that slag. So that's one of the reasons. The other is we have this line of sulfur nearby, and we need to make acid and change our copper processing up a little bit. In fact, we could move this whole thing somewhere. We'll see. Yeah, we could even do it up here where these water collectors are. We don't really need those. We'll see how this one does, if it is able to keep up with our need for electronic components going forward. Yeah, that's it for this episode. We kind of got through a tough situation. We still have our trucks extremely busy. I think that's mostly due to just construction parts and a lot of trucks being down. I could be wrong. These guys are complaining about not having a place, I think, to dump their stone. Let's see if it tells me what the issue is. Dump products. Guessing it's the stone. So let's, for the time being, we'll disconnect from the stone hopper that isn't built yet. Maybe that will make them happy. There's plenty of designations. Dirt. Yeah, I think there's designations for dirt over here. Let's just double check. Maybe this is filled up. It is getting pretty full. Let's add some designations here. I'm just stockpiling dirt here for later. That's at level 9. Let's do some fill designations at level 9 out here. Boom, boom, boom. We'll do a little ramp to get down. And we're mostly at level 8. And then we can ramp up from here. Just do some more filling. Stockpiling dirt for later. Once we get this all down to level 1 and we get rid of the sand, then maybe we'll fill with rock and top off with a layer of dirt. That got delivered. This one still, we need a lot of construction part 2s. So yeah, not too bad. Let's leave it here. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this series. Captain of Industry. Awesome game. Love it. Look at our fuel. Totally rebounded. I'm going to unpause this. I mean, unboost it. But yeah, we'll leave it here. We'll pick it up in the next episode and take on another big project. I'm not sure what we want to do. Probably get into copper refining with the acid. We're making rubber with the sulfur now. Probably turn this guy on. It looks like we're a little short actually on rubber. Rubber here and these two warehouses. Oh, there's a bunch over here. So yeah, we'll pick it up next episode. I will see you then.